all banned? I feel like it must have been, because otherwise that...
Yeah, I have to imagine Kaka. Loop around here from Kuro. Disruption into a gush. Does a lot of damage, and there it is. First blood for ILTW.
Okay, they needed that one. That deals with the CS that coveted level 6. Once he gets that up, suddenly this lane gets very tough, and Miracle?
They just keep on roaming into this mid lane. They are not leaving Miracle alone. I mean... The upside, Tidehunter, you can leave him alone. The downside is Shadow Demon's not a good roaming support, as we've seen from his attempted ganks. Lion, much better at that. Super does manage to get caught in the brambles. They vacuum him over to the other brambles. Q play for mind control, but Super now ducking away into the trees. Let's see if they can catch him out. He doesn't have anything else to be able to get out of this hole he's dug for himself, but Fly, no, not going to be able to go for it. GH will also survive, albeit on low weight.
It's all in now. You've got Spider Army just continuing to grow. Emo is so strong, and look at it, more aggression.
They just keep on going for Miracle. They're going to make sure the Templar Assassin, the only way back into this game is going to be off of those stacks. They kill him time and time again inside the lane. The meld is only going to last so long. Eventually, the damage over time kicks in, and Kaka actually survives through that one. Was that a miss? GH, he's going to pay for it too. 2 kills for the side of IG as the rotations come in hot and heavy into the tower. The sooner he can start taking over the jungle, and maybe even take some of those stacks that are made for the Templar Assassin, which he's currently trying to farm right now. But as you said, if he goes into the jungle, IG is sure to follow, and Emo, he's going to be the one leading the charge here, as he does have a remnant behind him, so even if this gets a little bit hairy, you can always jump away.
I love the build too, the urn to even tick out.
Now Kaka, he had a delayed response to this one. He didn't immediately rush in for Emo. He waits till an opportunity to be able to jump in, finds the kill into the Dark Will, maybe even Miracle as well. The Ravage is going to be forced to use, but it only hits the Kaka as he managed to jump out just in time by the Ember Spirit. And JT, he really wants this kill, and he's going to be able to slow down Kuro. The trap's coming out, but it's not going to bring, it's not going to save Kuro here, as he should just get run down, turned into spiders, cannibalized, and now JT asserts his dominance over this jungle.
How about JT? How about Emo? I mean, you have to do if you're JT is say, oh, LTW, okay, I'll go somewhere else. No worries, you take this spot.
Yeah, surviving in lane is not good enough. You need to be able to stop him from taking your tower. Fly, chasing after mind control just needs a little bit more damage for the Ice Blast to put it over the top. Meanwhile, the cold feed on this Dark Willow allowed Kaka to be able to get away, gets off the Terrorize, but now he gets impaled for the finisher. Kaka, no.
Like, what?
An early eggs for the Brood Mother.
Yep.
I think just because he's taken so much real estate that he wants to be able to start asserting control over the triangle as well, right? And that could actually lead to Templar Assassin, who's already having a hard one. Make it that much rougher for him to be able to come back. Miracle, how many deaths is he at now? It's got to be like, yes, absolutely.
Mind control, Miracle. Like ILTW, these are some of the best closest players on the
world. There goes the Ravage, but at the same time, they didn't have Miracle to pump out the damage during that period of time. So it means they're just going to collect the 2 supports, but the big bounty of Emo did slip.
Farming extra creep waves, stealing enemy agents, and now they're in.
And now they're going to go for the bounce. They've already jumped the Templar Assassin. They try to get him out with a surge, but he's controlled up in the Suns. Ice Blast is sure to put it into the grave, but at the same time, he got a melt mouth off that was critical for being able to bring down Fly. Emo keeping it going though, and he is the real terror in this server. He continues to assert total control over this game.
ILTW, I mean, it's a carry.
Ding dong, he's going to be knocking on your door.
And they have to immediately look to respond to Emo. He's like, okay, hold up.
That's a big Yules, that's a big Bramble, it's a Terrorite follow-up, and they certainly have the damage to bring down the Aegis. They're going to go for it. Ravage? Okay, maybe not. Feeling like they don't quite have the magic damage, and they're probably right without Bedlam.
I think they were looking for the vac into the hankiness style, especially with a Scotty. In theory, you can just stick to the tide, stick to the Darkseer TA, and
there it is again. Backing back into the Brambles, and unfortunately the Ghost Scepter only amplifying the damage of the Ion Shell. Yule Scepter, no Brambles available, and nice Chronosphere. Setting up on a 3, 2-man Ice Blast on top of that. So 2 supports, they're definitely dead. At mind control, he's going to follow them right into the base. Oh, catch him. Oh, didn't have chainsaws.
Hey, Kuro's got a streak that any fan would be envious of.
Oh, yeah.
2 players at every TI thus far.
Yeah, I mean...
You want to keep that going.
Grand Finalist, I think he has the most Grand Finals appearances of any player. I mean, just truly incredible career from him. Aeon on disc. Going to be able to save mind control from a finger there. BKB almost going to be blocked immediately. Fly. He got a nice two-man chronosphere, but he gets terrorized outside of the pit. Mind control eventually dies. That is most of the BKB from Emo. He's going to use the last bit of it to be able to claim to kill the Shadow Demon before he jumps away. Lion Kaka in trouble as GH is going to go for it with the Bedlam once again. The force stab coming out from Super, getting him away from that Bedlam. GH is still able to find the kill, but he's going to be cold feet, rooted down.
They got a rack
Super
top.
getting one shot, double damage, 1,300 damage crit.
Spider problems.
They do have spider problems. They've taken the top lane of Barracks, and they're going to go for mid now. And at this point, IG, they're just playing to keep Nigma around. They don't need to kill heroes. They just need to stop them from being able to go back to base. Miracle is winning the fight, yes, but they're not being able to defend their mid lane until just now. Looks like GH is going to show up. ILTW eventually gets there. GH, it's got to be... Oh, Mo, no, Joe. Oh.
That's nasty. Yeah, you're falling behind. Run in like a lunatic.
Yep.
He runs in, pops the finger with the A on this. Miracle. Careful.
Miracle going to be slowed down with time dilation. This is bad. There is going to be the backing wall, but when he comes back out of the disruption, he's caught by an Ice Blast. Now he's dead. Enigma, they got a trade-off. I'm not even going to say that.
And Ember already at his 25 now with the double slight, so the damage output even in the Chronosphere is gonna be nasty. And a BKB.
Shiva's added in, fly.
A BKB on ILTW.
Yeah, seriously. I saw that earlier. I was just like, okay. He knows what he needs anyway. Let's see if it actually works out for him. It's, right now, it's Fly who's causing all the problems. Finally, he ravages, and he does manage to catch this boy. Can he bring him down to terrorize bit by bit? And the damn ulcers, and he one-shots Kaka on the side. A 2-for-1 special for Miracle.
He might have JT.
He was supposed to be hitting buildings during these situations, but now he's been suckered into the team fight that IG has certainly lost, and JT is going to be in some trouble. ILTW, the Ice Blast, it didn't actually hit him. ILTW still dies, though. Emo is able to catch him up. JT, caught inside the trees, is going to fall as well. It's pretty much just Emo trying to carry through in these team fights now.
The fear. Fly just dies. Kaka died in a single side blade. Now they might have found Super.
Ghost Scepter dodges the meld hit, but I don't think... Okay, he turns around and Ice Blasts up GH, so if he is going to... with him, it's back Kaka, who dies instead with 1,000 damage critical. Nemo keeping him control. What a Vice vacuum, pulling him back up the hill and back into the clutches of Miracle, who holds him in tight, brings down the Ancient Apparition. Emo. They may be throwing away their advantage by forcing this around. Terrorize, the BKB goes off from Emo. Tries to go for the kill on the GH. He only needs a couple of hits and he will manage to get that one. Miracle turns around, returns fire, Ice Blast with the Chronosphere. He gets off the BKB, but is that going to be enough? He tries to pull him out of the Chronosphere as best as possible. Fly looking for it. He finally gets off the refraction. Miracle needs to be able to turn around and deal the damage to Fly, but he can't get out. He is just stuck, rooted to the spot, and Fly is going to be able to run down hero after hero. IG, they all in to be able to make sure that this Roshan fight would go their way. And the risk pays off.
That is something. I thought it wasn't up the quickening charm. That lower, I mean, that is a...
Yeah.
Talk about confidence.
Yeah.
On an Ember Spirit, you just don't see this every day. He is just all in.
And here he goes. Off to the races already. Going straight up for Kuro. He's going to try and deal with this defensive line position right away. He does easily kill him. The buyback, of course, coming out with a two-man Chronosphere from Fly. They're trying to make sure... Oh, the vacuum back into the wall. That's going to stop the Chronosphere in all its effectiveness. Kaka goes for a desperate TP away. He's not going to make it out. The Aeon Disc doesn't last that long, but look at that. A dieback now for Kuro. As Fly. He's now showing that he is also a big carry. Sharding back. Oh, Rapid's going off just for them to be able to go back. Fly still has the Aegis too. They're trying to deal with just life number one of the Pieces Void. And ILTW inside of his fountain. Never mind. Emo knows that exactly what's up. He is a big fan of OG, and he wants to farm heroes inside of the fountain. Unfortunately, he dies here. Doesn't KB. Nigma, they have to go for Gusto here. They have to hit the vacuum ravage. All-in damage, but Emo is going to make things chaotic, as you know he does. He's going to go for the backline, go for Girl like he's done every single time. They do go on the left-hand side for mind control, and there goes your combo, Kyle. He doesn't have buyback. BKB, the second one. Refresher activated by Emo. They're going to use the Chronosphere to be able to catch down two. The Ravage goes up, but they've already used their magic immunity. ILTW, the Ravage doesn't do a damn thing. And Nigma is out of this game one. IG looking crisp and clean with the Brood Mother pick.
That was just special to watch. Like, I don't think either one of these teams was necessarily off a step.